Once, in a small Russian village, two sisters stood at a market stall having an argument. They were quarreling about city life and country life.
You may have your fine city life, but we, in the country, want for nothing.
And yet you work like horses and live like peasants.
Soon their quarrel turned to pride, and pride turned to vanity. Nearby, a quiet man listened to their arguments. Pahom, the younger sister's husband. Later in the afternoon, inside his cottage, Pahom quietly said to his wife,
"She always looks down on us, doesn't she?"
He then walked to the small window. Outside, his plot of land stretches out, neat but narrow. He murmured bitterly,
"If only I had more land, just a little more, I would fear no man, not even the devil himself."
Unbeknownst to him, someone was listening. He said it lightly, without meaning, but the devil, sitting behind the stove, heard every word. He had heard such boasts before, but this man's desire glowed like embers. And so, the devil thought,
"Very well. Let us see just how much land will be enough."
The devil decided to test his soul by feeding his greed. In time, Pahom's chance came. A nearby landowner wished to sell her estate. Rich soil, fresh air, and all for a fair price. He gathered his savings, borrowed some from a friend, and bought the land. At last he was a landowner. He plowed the fields, sowed his wheat, and tended to every furrow with pride. For a time he was content. He walked his fields each morning with pride swelling in his chest, as if the earth itself bent to his will. But soon, the boundaries of his land began to press in on him. A neighbor's cattle trespassed. A farmhand cut timber from his grove. Disputes rose. Fences were built. Tempers flared. And so, Pahom thought,
"If only I had more land, just a little more, I could breathe easy."
But the devil had heard him again. Pahom was no longer satisfied. Once a humble man, he now measured happiness by how much land he owned. But no matter how much he got, it never felt like enough. Then one day, a passing merchant spoke of a far-off tribe, the Bashkirs, who offered rich, boundless land for almost nothing. To Pahom, it seemed a gift from heaven itself. Greed stirred once again. Without delay, Pahom sold his land, packed his belongings, mounted his horse, and set off across the great Russian plains, his eyes set on abundance. Day after day he traveled, the road long, but his purpose unwavering. Fields gave way to forests, forests to hills, hills to endless grasslands. And at last, beyond the far horizon, he arrived at the land of the Bashkirs, open, boundless, untouched. Pahom arrived among the Bashkirs, a cheerful and generous people. Their homes were scattered across the plains like sleeping animals under the sky. They offered him fermented milk, meat, and laughter, and listened kindly to his desire.
"I have heard you have more land than you need. I wish to buy some for myself."
We do not sell land the way others do, but we give what a man can walk around in a day, from sunrise to sunset, for 1,000 rubles.
Pahom's eyes lit with greed. He could have vast fields, rivers, forests, all in a day's walk.
But remember, if you don't return by sunset, you lose it all.
And so the deal was struck. Pahom slept that night with dreams of land sprawling endlessly before him, and none to stop him. With the first glimmer of dawn, Pahom rose, ready to seize his fortune. He believed the land would be his, if only his feet could claim enough of it before the sun dipped below the sky. He set off swiftly, his stride long, his eyes always fixed on more. More hills, more trees, more streams. The land was rich, green, and boundless, but greed whispered in Pahom's ear, urging him farther. He had come far, too far, yet he would not stop. Not when more land could be his. As the sun neared the horizon, he raced toward the starting point. Life itself pounded in his chest. At last, the sun kissed the edge of the earth. Pahom ran, stumbling, panting, his shirt clinging with sweat. The Bashkirs cheered in the distance. He was close. So close. He reached the hilltop, but collapsed and died. Pahom had won the land, but lost everything else. He had run to claim the world, but all he needed was 6 feet of land. They buried him where he fell. The land finally his, though he could never use it. The earth is generous, but it asks only one question in return. How much is enough?